What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and some more Lunar coverage here as we take a look at another scenario. So the next one in line here is Seismic Fissure. And this one is kind of a more advanced version of some of the first few scenarios that we've looked at, and it starts incorporating some more of the other elements of the game. So the backdrop here is a recent seismic event near the moon's horizon has attracted a lot of attention. These events are rare and the fractures are very deep. They often expose valuable minerals and resources that would normally take a country an enormous investment of time and money to extract. Command is giving you the go-ahead to investigate the area and mine what you can. So it's played on a 2x2 board as is standard, and it's meant for 2 players. Again, there's some ways you could tweak it to be a multiplayer game if you need to. Now, the fissure, basically, as you can see in the map there, runs diagonally from the top left to the bottom right, so you have to find some way of delineating that in the board, and basically 6 inches across. The fissure is considered dangerous ground, and inside that you place the 4 mining nodes as shown on the map. So as they were saying here, to basically take like some pieces of string or something like that and just kind of walk that across the board to represent what the fissure is. You certainly could get more creative and build this up as like an actual trench or something like that with terrain, but that would definitely take a lot more work. Now, deployment-wise, roll for initiative. The winner chooses the empty corner, or an empty corner, and deploys their team within 6 inches of that corner. The other teams deploy in the opposite corner, same distance. Now, as we've seen before, this one will also use the Moonquake's hazard, which makes it very tricky because you're going to have to certainly get a little bit more aggressive to get out in the fissure to mine, but then realistically there's not going to be terrain there, so it's those turns where you're trying to get resources, you might get caught out in the open, and if the quake does hit, then it's just pretty nasty. So there's definitely a lot of risk reward that happens in this scenario. The win conditions here, so this is an 8-turn game. The winner is whoever has secured more resource tokens. Mission may end early if only 1 crew remains because the other crew has been killed or fled. So again, choosing your mission, your crew, and the gear is going to be key for this. Obviously, you're going to need some people that can mine, but then also you need to be aware of what the opponents are doing and maybe take some ranged weaponry or other more combat-focused troops as well. So it's just a nice trade-off that you're going to have to make there and really make the decisions on which way you want to go with this. You could certainly go all in one direction and let the opponent do the hard work of mining, and then you just drop their guys, steal the resources, and run back to your base too. That's another viable tactic. So there's just so many different ways you can approach this. Fun as always. Now, the winning player, if this were a campaign play, gets another 5 credits. The loser does get 2 just for showing up. And again, you can kind of see the nodes there. So the ones on the flanks, essentially A and D, very easy to mine, and they yield 1 token each time you mine. There's 3 total available there. But B and C, which are the tougher ones right in the center, it's a 6 up to mine them, but each time you're successful, you get 2 tokens out of there, and there's 6 per node. So there's a fair bit to be mined in the middle, but just tougher. So that's probably where you would want to send your mining specialists. But again, a smart player, smart opponent's going to try and counter you there as well. So a fun scenario that is, again, more of the resource gathering, but here throwing in some extra wrinkles as well. Let us know your guys' thoughts on Seismic Fissure and how you've approached that, how it's played so far, and kind of what your typical gear loadouts have been based on your faction. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll have more Lunar for you soon.